What's my story? Why do I want to retire at 60? How did I even get to 60? What adventures have I had to get to 60 and retirement? What plans do I need to do to get to retirement? Stick around to the end and find out. Hi, Jules, retire at 60. This is my dream, this is my goal. So I thought I'd just go over a little bit of my history, just general stuff, and then lay out the foundations of why I want to retire at 60. I am an average Western registered nurse, always employed. I was a single parent. I was the carer of my parents when they got older. So I've done the standard things that most Australians have done through born in the 1960s, started working through the 1980s, travelled overseas, lived overseas. I'm just the standard average person. But one of the things that I've noticed is that people either get sick or die on around the time that they are going to retire. And one of the things within the nursing profession that I have noticed, especially as I'm coming into my 50s and my mid-50s, is that people of our generation within nursing are actually quite physically damaged because of the structure of nursing that we had when we did our trainings in the 1980s. We did a lot of manual lifting. We did a lot of shoulder lifts. We manually moved people. We didn't have the tools that were employed now, like hoists and lifts and pat slides and slippy sheets, etc. So when we were young nurses during our training, we actually have developed some mechanical injuries to our bodies, whether it's backs, knees, shoulders, necks, etc. So nursing through the 1980s, definitely well before that, but I can only reflect on what I did from nursing from 1983 onwards, is the manual training, the physical training and the physical interaction with caring, with nursing patients was a very physical activity. And as I've witnessed other friends and colleagues and hear about other people, other nurses, that they end up getting early onset dementia and having to leave work. They get debilitating arthritis and they can't lift instruments or move patients, so they have to quit work. There has been people who have stroked out and were close to retirement, only just started to live, and then they stroked out and had to go into a nursing home. People that have literally one colleague a very long time ago in the mid-80s, noticed a bruise on them, went to emergency, went to a tertiary hospital and died 3 weeks later. So there were other people who had smoked all of their lives, for example, very stressful nursing careers, and smoked all of their lives, and they died of lung cancer. So I've just been surrounded by people that nursing has not necessarily been easy on our physical bodies or our psychological health. So I think it's really important that we learn to live in the here and now and retire as comfortably as we can, as soon as we can. As I am coming to the end of my nursing career, I am attempting to work as consistent shifts. Yes, I still work shift work, but having it in a consistent pattern so that I don't have those really big fluxes, so that I'm not fatigued quite as much. I try not to do more than 6 days straight. I'm about to do a 7-day straight, but that's just an anomaly. What I've done is I've employed most of the legislation that I am aware of to allow myself to have a working life that is a little bit more controllable, which may be available to some nurses but may not be available to everybody. So I have had purchase leave for the last couple of years, and I've applied for it for the next few years. In that way, I am working full time, but only turning up for about 0.8. So it's like cardio on steroids. I work, I don't get paid for the whole fortnight. A portion of that gets set aside. And then on the weeks that I have said that I'm not coming because of the purchase leave, I get my money delivered back to me. So it is a self-funded attempt to have more time off, more long rest pauses so that I can physically recover from my nursing job. Another aspect of why I want to retire at 60 is once I hit 50, everything started to collapse. So it starts with your eyesight. I'd already had arthritis. A few years into it, I think I was 53, 54, I was diagnosed with an incurable bowel cancer or abdominal cancer, pseudomyxoma peritoni. I went through a year and a half of treatment for that, and that was physically and psychologically difficult to recover from. So, fluctuating in weight, everybody has mental health issues and challenges, stresses, etc. So that has plagued me over the decades. Being a single parent, there was money stressors, etc. So I've managed to work through and make my work life work as well as I could for me. But that is not going to last forever. So that's why I have to strategically plan my disengagement from my employer. The one thing that is going to be sad when I do disengage from employment within nursing is taking away that 30 plus years of nursing experience. And as wonderful as our new nurses are coming through, there is so much wealth and value in an older nurse that I can't see how it is being tapped at the moment. The potential for that is having a support network, having a mentorship system, but I just can't see the actual investment in any of that on the ground level. So that's going to be one of the saddest part of disengaging from nursing as I exit my nursing career. With saying that, I have planned my 2023, 2024, 2025 years in my head, and what I am going to attempt to do is once I put things onto paper, it seems to be an easier way to work through it and tick off the boxes, set the financial goal, the physical goals, and the leave goals so that I can meet my target to disengage with my employer on or around my 60th birthday. And also getting access to my superannuation, having money saved in the bank. So having a couple of different mechanisms, making sure all my debt is paid, make sure I own my own property, don't owe any debt, etc. Have my own vehicle paid, etc. So I have started laying the foundations for my retirement at 60. If you like what you see, hit the like and subscribe button, follow. No subscribers on this channel, but I have 188 on the other channel of Jules Cruise Companion. But that's okay. This is me laying myself bare. For anybody who would like to come on this retirement journey with me, I can do it by myself. That's okay too. But if you would like to join me on my journey, like and subscribe. Hit the bell button for notifications when I upload any new videos. Stay safe, everybody. See you at retirement.